take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream in me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Keep drinking, baby. How y'all doing, baby? It is Thursday. It's Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. Oh, shit. I gotta catch my shit up here. Wrong mouse. This mouse. Come on, man. Thought you had your shit together. Never have my shit together. Every time there's always something. Anyway, it is Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I'm so glad y'all are here. Mega Wet Willie was the first one to jump in. Thank you, buddy. Followed by that smart-ass squaw. Martha's in the room, so y'all keep your minds, y'all keep your shit together. Dana Michael's in the room. Just Coggins is here. Let me see. Debbie Marie, thank you very much. Ginger's chat show, Virginia Woodley. Y'all make sure to tune in and give Ginger a listen. She is using her voice as always. Anyway, Mission Chick is here, thank goodness. Randy Peterson, Prime Rib. Woo, Prime Rib. No shit. Hey, you got mail, buddy. Hey, I'm just saying, you got mail. I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, I'm glad you're there, brother. I'm glad you're enjoying your time out there. Just Coggins is here. Dorothy Tyndall. Jeanette Miller is here. Joe Dobbs from Southern California. Ray 28's here. Gene Shanky. I'm glad you're enjoying the music, baby. It's try to get myself cranked up before we go. Jeanette Miller. Let me see. Tina Michael. Let me see. Miss Linda. Hey. Mary Ellen, how you doing? Jay Clayton and Stephanie Dean, I swear, next time we have a family meeting, y'all, we're going to hog tie your ass and get you there. I hope y'all are doing fine. I hope the romance is just blossoming. Anyway, let me get on down here before I get lost. Bernadette Pree, thank you very much. Nancy Halverson, Teresa Diggum's here. Bill Joins, I know he's having a great time. Anyway, I don't know what we're going to talk about today. There's not much in the news, but before we get to the news, I got mail. I got mail today, and it was very heartwarming. It was just love. When I opened the box, there was a Corona case right there. No, there was no. It wasn't Corona, but it was a good attempt to get the Corona anyway. I got mail from John and Carolyn Majesco out in North Carolina. We met up during the Blue Dot family meeting up in San Antonio. A finer couple you would not meet. Travis just adored them, and as I think everybody there did. And she sent me a letter today, a wonderful letter. And in the box also was something. What was it? Oh, yeah. These things. These are JBL headset. They saw me having trouble with mine the other day. And so John and Carolyn sent a new set. And I got to say, I sound pretty damn good in it. That's not all they sent. They sent a beer opener. And it's not just any beer opener. It's a San Antonio on the Riverwalk. That view that's on that keychain, we walked by several times. It's a romantic, very beautiful place on the Riverwalk. And a remembrance of our trip. And they also included a very nice donation. Thank you very much for that. But it was also the gift that they sent to Travis. They included a separate envelope for Travis. And one for some guy who's eating prime rib out in Southern California and soaking up the sun and having all... Anyway, he got one too. And we don't know what's in it, but I don't know. It's ticking, buddy. I'll save it for you when you get here. But the gifts that they gave to Travis, that really touched me. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. That meant the world to me. Travis does an awful lot. An awful lot. I could not go on this show without that man doing everything for me. Sometimes bothering his life to come up here. So when he gets a little recognition, and he does not like to get in front of the camera, but he deserves so much praise. I can't say enough. Anyway, beer opener's great. The donation headphones, I just loved it. And also something for Rose, Travis's wife. And yeah, it was a great package to open. I got other mail, but I can't tell you what it is. And I can't tell you who it's from. All right, y'all quit thinking all sorts of shit there. I can't tell you because I don't know. I got a notice in my mailbox that says, hey, you got to come by here and pick this up in person. And so my post office is open 2 hours a day. So tomorrow I got to get to the post office while it's open. But I don't know what y'all was thinking. I don't mind going every which way, I swear. I wish there was something to talk about today because I've checked the news. And actually I didn't see anything that really stood out that, might entertain us any. But, maybe somebody else did. Bernadette, you see anything in the news?
I was busy today, John.
I just didn't see anything.
I swear to God, I was trying to catch up, but I know I smell burnt oranges or something like that.
I don't know. I saw some kind of report of a massive convoy of trucks heading to Mar-a-Lago, I think, full of ketchup or something. I don't know. A crisis is in ketchup
Truck
down there,
full
I
of
guess.
ketchup. That's selling.
Ah, shit. Miss you, chick.
Selling.
How are
I think
you,
hell
dear?
might have froze over today too. I'm not sure.
I think hell may have froze over. Pat Robertson went down there to, in my opinion. See, the news was all over the place today. Wasn't it nice?
It was nice.
It was a full
You
day
know,
of news. And
I have
I
to
haven't
say
said,
that
I think it's going to get better.
I was pretty upset with myself when I kind of let out a cheer this morning when I found out that Pat Robinson died. That's not right.
I
to
felt the
myself.
same way. I shouldn't feel so.
And I
Elated.
shouldn't have felt a little bit of joy.
I'm sorry.
And
The
then
man,
something came over me and said, "No, fuck that.
yeah,
Get off the planet."
I'm sorry.
you
And
old
I
fucking
apologize
white
to our religious
asshole.
friends. I know
Get
we have
out of
some.
here.
But,
Bye, Felicia.
yeah, he's
93 years. Is more than
93 years. A little late there, Lord. A little late, that's
Thank
all I'm
you.
saying.
93 years he's been down here wrecking other people's lives.
Yep.
It's time. Move on.
Yeah, move on.
At
Move
least 73 of
Move
those
over,
years.
Rush.
I tell you, John, it was a really brief moment that I felt bad that I had that little chuckle.
I know how you feel. I don't want to take any joy in people's demise. Everybody dies. I'm going to die one day. Hope it ain't too damn soon.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
it's, I just remember when he came into the scene and what he did,
Yes,
to
exactly.
move the religious right into,
Evangelical
yes,
agenda into this
into
country
politics.
and into politics.
and our
And the
country is
man
based
did
on the
some damage.
separation of church and state, but they don't believe that anymore. They
No.
believe in their God. That's it. Just one.
They've never believed it.
Mm.
Yeah, they've never believed it.
Anyway.
It's just
You
my
know, I
God.
was
If you
actually
don't like
reading
my
the
God,
Ten
then
Commandments
to
today.
hell with you, and you should get out. And I'm sorry, but this is a country of entire immigrants, except for those who were here first, the
Yeah.
indigenous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
except for
unless you're
those people.
indigenous,
The
get
people
over
that were here when
yourself.
we discovered the place.
Yeah, discover.
Yeah, we discovered the place.
Interesting word.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd
Anyway,
use a different word, but yeah.
let's get a couple more guests in here. Tony Boyd. Tony,
Yes, sir.
how are you doing,
doing?
brother?
Well, I'm doing fine. Just sitting here, staying out of the smoke.
Smoke? Oh, you got the smoke going on. You're cooking in the kitchen? Is that
No.
what- no.
No. They
No,
got
I
the
know. That's
smoke
terrible
from
out there, brother.
Canada.
It is
Yes.
all up in the news.
Canada's on fire.
Yes, it is, and all the smoke's going right down there into
And
the.
that's the thing about climate change is it has no respect of borders.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't care.
It doesn't have any respect of borders.
Don't care.
I'm sorry, I
Don't
got to
care.
read this.
Neither does climate change.
Gene Shanky just wrote, note,
Exactly.
Trump has been inside a church about as much as he was inside Stormy D.
Yep.
Just maybe a little
Oh my
tiny
God.
bit. Maybe just at the door.
A little bit.
Too
Just a
graphic.
little bit.
Good thing I've already ate.
Yeah, good thing. Aussie Dave, how are things
Yo.
down under, brother?
They're down here still, and we're under still. Nothing's changed here in climate change. We haven't moved position. But the good news is,
Yeah?
Australia's happy that the GOP seems to be imploding. Everyone now is running because Trump's going to be charged, and they think, right, we can now abuse this Trump and win those people win the people's love back again. But I tell you, they're all running. How many people are running now for president? 10?
10.
Are going to
10.
end up running? About
Yes.
10?
Yeah, and you know he's
You know?
calling all his buddies in Congress and the Senate today. He's calling out all the dogs, man. Get out here and protect me and defend me. You're going to see Jacket Off Jordan out there screaming and hollering about something about persecuting him.
There's Chris Christie out there on TV saying,
Yeah.
and what about the Kushners? Mr. and Mrs. Kushner, who made $2 billion when they left the White House. He's out there spitting the truth.
Good.
Now, this is going to be
Good.
really, really great for him or really, really bad for him. But I think it's going to be great for him
think it's
because
gonna be good
people
for him.
need to hear what he's going to say. Even though he may not get elected, people need to hear the facts that the news stations are not giving. And these guys are now going to run for president
You
are
know
going
what,
to use
Ozzy?
Trump as an enemy.
Bravo, Chris Christie. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
You are finally, and I do believe that he's like the only one that could get out there and say some shit like this at this
No,
point.
he's not the only
Okay?
one. There's
Because
many.
he really doesn't care about Trump attacking him. He's run for president before. He knows what he has to do. Make no bones about it. Chris Christie is a smart politician. Okay?
Yes, he is. He's a clever
He's
man.
smart.
Yes, he is.
And-
Okay?
Mike
However-
Pence did his best imitation of somebody that could.
During Trump's
wasn't
reign
enough.
over this country, he was right there by his side,
Yep.
co-signing his shit, as well as Mike Pence. Get the fuck out of
Get
here.
the
You
fuck
think
outta
you're going to be president just because you're saying
No,
something
they're here
now
for the entertainment
after the fact?
value. That's all.
Money.
Fucking write a book.
Hey, I want to
Everybody
interrupt
has
for a minute here because I saw in the chat here, Just Coggins wrote, actually he was writing to you, B Pre. I love it. It's got bees and butterflies and rainbows on. Anyway, he said that one of Adina's, is that Adina? I don't want to say the last name.
Oh no,
Typos. Is it
Adina's
Michael?
family member's being shot.
Been shot.
Has been shot,
What?
and Just Coggins
Wait, what?
wanted us
Adina's
to know
one of our Blue Dot
that
family
we
members.
need
I know.
to be aware that we have a blue dot that has been touched by the
Gun
gun
violence.
violence in America that's going on here.
Hmm.
And Adina, you know, our hearts truly do go out
Really,
to
baby?
you.
I don't.
Do we know where Adina's from or where her family members from?
I don't. It's not. I can't think right now. She's a long-time Blue Dot family member.
Yeah.
Which shooting
Um,
was this, dude?
I
Do you
don't know.
which shooting it is?
Hang
I
on,
don't know.
hang on.
Bernadette's going to try to find out
Um,
for us.
Hey, Blue Dot family, I just need to listen today. I need you guys' prayers today for my family members that were shot at the graduation ceremony
Oh man.
in Virginia.
In
She
Virginia.
didn't know that it was them. And Adina,
Oh.
we love you, sweetheart. You
Baby,
know
you're in our
you
hearts.
are in.
My God.
Your family is in our hearts, baby. This touches this whole Blue Dot family. Everybody's heard that story on the news. We all know what we're talking about here.
I'm so sorry, but
Mm.
it's inevitable, just like COVID was inevitable. We are going to be touched by this gun violence that's raging across this country. And speaking of that, I know that my governor is making headways into 2028, and he put out something today as far as gun safety is concerned. And I know what he's doing. He's being a politician. He's Gavin Newsom. He's applying for the 28 running season, and he wants an amendment to the Constitution. It's a four-pointer, raising the age limit up to 21 to be able to buy a gun, mandatory background checks, a waiting period before you receive your gun, and also assault weapons ban. And you know what? He's putting it out this way knowing damn well that it is not going to have any movement on it. But he's appealing to the young kids that are still in school that will become of voting age,
Yes.
that have to fight every day. Because I do know that one of those graduation students in Virginia the other day had just graduated. That day was 18 years
Yes,
old.
18 years old, and
And,
his stepfather was killed also.
Oh,
This
And
is the
it's a damn
stepfather and the son shot and killed,
So,
along
from
with
what I do
everybody else that was
understand,
wounded.
there were 2 had died, 7 were wounded, and the suspect was arrested. That's what I do know. Okay.
Yeah, I saw where the suspect
Adina,
was. Oh, baby, our
I'm
hearts
so
go out to
sorry.
you.
that
Keep
your
us
family
informed,
has been
darling.
touched
Keep
by
us
this gun
informed. This whole
violence in
family's going to be
America.
rooting for you.
Please.
So
We all must know.
Yeah.
We all must know. We all must send our good wishes, our good karma, and
good
vibes
prayers. If
to
you
Dina
pray,
and her family.
send them up,
Fuck the
baby.
thoughts and prayers.
And
Anything
fuck the
that you
thoughts
can
and
send
prayers.
that way, baby.
healing
Keep her in
blessings.
your heart. Keep her family in your heart.
Fucking hell.
Oh, both of
You
them are my
know-
family. Father and son. Holy shit.
The father and the son were her family. And I'm so sorry to
Oh,
hear
baby.
that, sweetie.
That story reached everybody. In the same way we all looked at it. Well, there's another one. There's another one. And sooner or later it hits home. This time it hits home, baby, for all of us in this Blue Dot family. I want
This is the feeling. This is the feeling that the politicians must feel as a victim
They
as well.
don't
See,
get
they've
to
not
feel
they've
this.
not been touched. Hang on, sweetheart. They have not been touched by this crap. These politicians, these MAGA nutbags, they have not been touched by it. They don't know what it's like to be affected by it. So this is why they're inactive. As for Democrats, there's some are active, but there's not enough that are really active.
I
that are
want to
pushing the
believe
issue.
that, Ozzy, but I think it's not just that. It's because it has touched him. Well, I don't remember his name. There's a Republican congressman still serving who got shot at a baseball game. It was the victim of gun violence, but it didn't change him. Nothing is going to change him. I don't care how many freaking dead bodies you line up from here to Kingdom fucking Come. It ain't going to be a goddamn thing enough for fucking Republicans to do anything because that weapon is their God. That's who they pray to. And if you don't like it, they'll shoot your ass. That's what they do. What are you thinking ARs for? It's a weapon of war. It's not something to protect your property. You're not going to have 20 guys running over your hill just coming to get you. It's a bunch of bullshit that the Republicans and the right-wing nutjob society of this world has sold America. That Second Amendment is the most precious, God-protected fucking amendment we have. It starts with a well-regulated militia. What the fuck does that mean? It means laws, baby, well-regulated. Well, start enacting it's a fucking game, baby. I get so pissed at this shit sometimes because it's over and over. I've been doing this for 7 years. I don't know how many fucking shootings I've...
You right, mate? You right?
No, he's not all right. He's not all
I
right.
can't
Ah,
see. I'm
damn.
sorry.
No, it's... shit. Yeah.
Relax,
Mate, we
John.
used to feel like that 25, 30 years ago. We banned the fucking guns. We don't feel like that anymore.
I
Hope
point that
America
out so
eventually
much.
comes to its senses.
I remember seeing the videos
Ozzy,
of stacks of
that
guns
is-
being put into a shredding machine. Buyback.
That is
Yep,
what
we did.
countries are doing all over the fucking world. They are saying
lots
no
of countries
to this
are.
kind of shit. What in the hell is wrong with America? Are we
That's what everybody
still
else
in
is.
It's a sickness, but it's not the
No, it
majority.
comes back to America being always selling itself as number one.
Yeah, we're not.
And where number one
We're
comes
number
from,
one
the
in
best
defense. In the defense budget, we're
Yeah.
number one. There's where we're number one, baby. That's where we're number one. We got more, and they're
We're
just
number
screaming
one.
about it.
In
Fuck
promoting
me.
violence, not only in our own country but around
That
the world.
just kills
We're number one with that. Okay.
And it doesn't get any
That-
better when politicians are on
doesn't-
TV with guns in their hands saying, we're going to shoot the fucking enemy.
You're,
You know,
That's
you
what.
are absolutely right. You
you know,
are
I go through these
absolutely
fucking
right about
shirts.
that.
Every time I do a rant, I try to find the shirt that coincides with my thought process, what I'm thinking or whatever. And I get, every time I go through that, flipping through there's that shirt with the AR-15 and the word enough under it.
And guys, brace yourself, guys, because there's going to be more. Once Trump is charged, there will be the odd nut job that's going to go out there, and maybe not a school, but maybe a political target. Something's going to,
That's what he's been calling for all along.
He's not trying
He's
to
been
get
calling
elected.
for
He
that
is trying to
since
raise
January
an army.
6th. Absolutely.
Yep.
He wants somebody
Well,
to come
he
out
is.
and proclaim him to be king. Is what
he's
we're going to
dropping
see.
Yeah,
hints
we've
every day
already
lately.
had-
He'd
we've
burn this
already
country
had
down, baby.
1,000 court cases on January 6th, and there's still thousands to go.
Yep.
And we're
And,
a year and a half into it.
And yet you do not hear the evidence come out of these trials from these defendants on CNN or the other stations. They're not helping either, the TV stations, because this fucking
No.
gun lobby is so powerful. I don't know where this gun lobby gets its power from, but it's super powerful.
Money. You know, there's 120 guns for every 100 people in this country, and half the people in this country don't own guns. Start doing the math on who owns the majority of the guns. It's right-wing nut jobs who might have 50 of them in their fucking cabinet with all the ammo backed up in there ready for Armageddon to come any day, you know, because they're going to be the ones to save America. It's a
Not
sickness
waiting,
in
they're
this
wanting
country.
it.
And
They're
I know
wanting
people
it.
like that. Hell, it doesn't take long around here to hear an AR-15 being shot out down here on the river by somebody's place. Hell, it happens all the time. Shit, nobody even thinks about it. It's
Yeah, it's like July the 4th of July.
all around here sometimes every day, baby.
You know,
Adina, I just, my
I
heart
was-
goes out to you, baby. It saddens me that it, yeah, because we all saw that story. Father and son, it's fucking ridiculous. But that's America, baby. America's a gun. England, Leaning Tower, the Big Ben. Italy, Leaning Tower Pizza.
Yep.
America's a gun, baby. That's what we are. And if you don't believe it,
Yeah,
I'll
it
shoot
is
your
rock.
ass. That's what it is. God knows, man. It
It's
just,
people like Jim Jordan and Marjorie Taylor Greene, those politicians, while they're in Congress or anywhere near the White House, gun violence is going to get no better, because they're two of the worst pushers of you and your gun rights. They're taking your gun rights away. They push it constantly.
anywhere like Florida, like Texas, they're pushing it all the way. You don't need a permit. You could strap it on, baby. Walk around wherever you want. It's your constitutional right to defend yourself. You know, it's bullshit. What did that lady shoot her neighbor through the fucking door?
Yeah.
You know,
And the young lad that was shot in the back, jumping over the fence. He was
Yes, shot
actually
in the back.
the house with the girlfriend, which the father didn't like him. I'm
Yeah.
suspecting the kid
well,
was black and the
there's a
father
reason right
wasn't.
there. Huh.
And that's when but he was off the property. He was no harm to anyone. And yet this bastard is turning around saying, I was defending myself.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
out of
Stand
here.
your ground, baby.
You know?
It cheapens life. That's what we've done here in
But
America. We've cheapened
When
it to
you
where
can
people
say
don't
you can
even...
open carry, you can have as many guns as you
Sure.
want, you can walk around with the fucking things.
Not
What
a
is that
problem.
telling the nut job?
What could
I
happen?
can kill someone.
What could possibly happen in a
Yes, you can
society
bump
that
into
allows
someone.
that? And it's the,
They go
it's
looking
not
for
the gun.
trouble.
It's not the guns, because really, Switzerland has more guns than the population. They have massive amounts of guns. You ever hear anything about Switzerland shooting up people? No.
And every last single one of them has been in the Swiss Army.
Yes,
And
yes,
are
mandatory
trained.
service, baby. Let me thank Pebbles Wilson, who just came in with a $2 donation. I appreciate that, Pebbles, so much. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I got a new tag for MAGA. MAGA, make accountability great again.
Make accountability great. I hope we're fixing to walk down that road. I really do. I really do. Because with him being notified, we know there's charges coming. He knows he's going to get indicted.
Yeah, we all know that now.
Either we carry
We're
this
just
out.
waiting to see what charges.
Yeah.
We're waiting to see what charge. I do believe one of the charges is impersonating a president. I do believe that's one of the charges.
That's one of them, huh? Yeah, he
Yeah.
did that for a long time and is still trying to do it. Anyway,
This is your D-Day, America. This is your D-Day, your democracy day.
This is our challenge. Last night, listening to Mike Pence when he was talking about how, he's the guy to fill the shoes and loves the Republican thing, the issues, but doesn't like, Donnie wasn't one, and the way he's been acting, nobody's above the law. And then later on, they asked him two things: should he be indicted? He says no. He says no. And when they asked him, after him saying that he should never be president again, they asked him, "Are you going to support the Republican Party?" "Yes, I am." "Well, what if it's Trump?" "Well, I'm supporting the Republican Party." "Well, then kiss my ass."
Because in order to be in the next debate,
You have to
not only
sign
do
the
you have
paper.
to have 1% of the populace, but you also have to have $40,000 in donations, and you have to say that you're going to support the nominee. That's what needs to happen in order to be in the debate.
Sign
Yes,
the papers,
Those are
old
the
man.
rules.
Sign the
Debate.
papers. That's what that is. Sign the
Won't.
papers. He's going to
Debate.
back the Republican Party no matter who it is, and if it's Donald Trump, you bet their ass they're all going to fall in right behind him.
But here's the thing. How can anybody vote for anybody that was there during this administration and chose not to do anything?
Hey, what the fuck? Stream Studios. Hey, hello. I like that name. Hey, let me thank Emily Westerlin, who just came in as a new Patreon member. Emily, thank you very much, baby, and I appreciate that. Welcome to our family. Stay tuned if you're on Patreon, because I'm fixing to do a video for Patreon. I almost did it today, right after my rant, but right when I was fixing to hit that button, Mama called me. So it's not my fault, it's hers this time. I'll blame her. I'll tell her for y'all, though.
Blame it on her.
That's what I do.
You know
That's what I
she-
do.
You know she's gonna hear this, right?
I think she already did. Wanda J came in with a $5 donation through Super Chat. Wanda, thank you, darling. I appreciate every one of you that supports this show. I was told not to, but I don't really give a shit. I want to thank Johnny Carolyn, because in along with the gift inside that box for Travis was also a donation to Travis, and I want to say very thank you for that. He is self-employed, and he only gets paid what work he puts in, and around here he works for cheap, and I really want to thank not everybody that just, I want to thank everybody, whether you're in Patreon, whether you donate here, or as John did and Carolyn took my son into account. That goes to the heart. Anyway, a bunch of other mushy shit. I love y'all for it. Anyway, where were we? What rat were we kicking?
Any one of you guys feel that after this recent ruling from SCOTUS about the
Alabama?
black voting rights,
Yeah.
do you think that they're trying to improve their image?
No.
No.
No, I think this was pretty well cut and dried. I'm surprised
no.
that they still had 4 vote against it. Give me a freaking break.
There you go. Yeah.
You know,
I wonder who they were.
well, the only ones that sided with the liberals were the Justice John Roberts and Kavanaugh, Brett Kavanaugh, beer boy. Go
Surprise,
figure.
surprise.
Great, go figure.
Hmm.
The rest of them,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
They were all fine looking at Alabama going, yeah, I don't see nothing here. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Because
Your
that's
problem.
one of the big problems America has right now. Is this
Yep.
country is gerrymandered to shit. You think you're voting for your representation in your state? No, you're not. You're lucky if you get to vote for president. You know, the rest of it is all gerrymandered up in your state. We'll tell you who you voted for and let you know. That's the way it is around here, and the Republicans like it like that. Because they're the ones that did it, and they did it in their favor. So, Texas is trending blue, but it's a fight, baby. It's a fight, and I'm glad to be in it. Because I have faith in this state. We were once blue, we will be blue again. Run the carpetbaggers out of our state.
With Clem Paxton going down, I think you'll be right.
It's a move in the right direction. But
yeah,
look at what it took to get the Republicans to stand up against him. I mean, this was blatant
sure.
bribery and shit. He's selling favors up there. Are you shitting me? It should have happened 5-6 years ago. But he was doing the bidding of the Republican Party here in Texas, and that's all it took, baby. The governor was just happy
I wonder
with it.
how many. I wonder how many of his associates are panicking at the moment, thinking, "Fuck, he goes down, we may all go down." Just like when they say at the moment, I think a lot of them are thinking, if they take Trump and charge him, we're next. Like, you know, the ones who were close to him on the January the 6th. I think that's what's. There's going to be a lot of people worried they're going to get indicted.
Yeah,
as a result,
I
either
think there's
Trump,
a list of people out there, you know, just like Mark Meadows. I figured, you know, he's having to flip. He's going to have to plead guilty to some shit.
They can't let Meadows flip totally, because it would look like Meadows is doing a deal with the DOJ to get Trump. They've got to charge Meadows with a sufficient crime.
I think so.
They may not charge him with all the crimes, but he's got to be a credible
and
witness.
He'll get some time off for good behavior.
He doesn't need the jury thinking. He's going to say anything to please the DOJ to get off the charges he's on. So
I think in this whole situation, if you go in there and try to lie about anything, your ass is going to be grass, and the DOJ is going to be the lawnmower, because they've got too much evidence all over the place. Let me get a thank you out to, and I love this, to Linda Gallup, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "Bye, Pat Robertson. Here's a rainbow pride flag to take to the afterlife with you." And I love that, because it immediately made me think, any of y'all on Facebook that know Robin Kincaid, that's actually how I found out he died. I was opening my Facebook page, and Robin Kincaid had just posted a post with rainbow flags and everything, and it said, it said, "Pat Robinson is dead, everybody." And the first letters of that, Pride, spells pride. And that's how I found out. Pat Robertson is dead, everybody. And it said pride down there, and it just said, perfect. Well, you know, of course I was saddened upon the demise of such an individual who is recognized around the nation as being such a dickwad. Anyway, boy, howdy shit. Old Bat with 2 cats, love you, baby, thank you very much. Just came in with a $50 donation, which is going to go a long way in making my month a little bit better next month. Imagine imagine an AI Trump. Wouldn't take much, would it? In fact, artificial intelligence might be a significant improvement. Fuck Trump, fuck Abbott, and fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene. I got all of those acronyms right. I know I did. Old Bat with 2 cats. You still need more cats. It's 2. You're
John, there's a
slacking off,
gentleman
darling.
in the chat that said that is a good-looking shirt you got on.
It is. Is it not?
I like that.
Is it not? You know, I told yesterday, yesterday's video, shit. Thomas Morgan, I am so, talk about a guy that John wants to sit down and burn one with. That's him. That's him. I love his art. Y'all look for Thomas Morgan. The man is a fantastic artist. He is the one that painted this shirt, and it is my favorite damn piece of art I got. It describes me to a T, and I think I called him out. Anyway, I got called out. Where am I now? I'm going the wrong way. Yesterday's video went real good on TikTok. On TikTok, last time I looked, it had 27,000 views. I gained over 2,000 followers overnight. And if you look at the 400 and something comments, I think they all love the shirt. The shirt yesterday was Trump 2020, and the last 20's crossed out, and it says 20 to life. And yes, Teresa Diggum Thomas Morgan is very talented. I want to smoke a doobie with that guy. I want to go to his house and I'll go sit on the beach with him. That's right. Darling.
Picasso, our own Blue
Hey
Dot
guys,
Picasso.
Oh, bad
Fabulous
with two
art.
cats. I'm sorry to hear that, baby.
Fabulous.
That breaks my heart because I know. Never mind.
Keeps us inspired.
For a
off
baby's
the
baby.
sad stuff, guys. We
Yeah.
don't need to be sad. We need to be happy.
Happy.
Listen,
Happy.
what do you
Donnie's
think?
gonna
What do you
go to
think
prison.
of? What do you think of Jim Jordan suggesting that to Congress that they cut Jack Smith's wages off? They take him off the payroll, and him demanding. He's demanded from Merrick Garland a document that indicates that they have investigated Biden on the accusations they made some months ago, and Garland told him, there's nothing there. We've been there, done that. There's nothing there. Well, can I have the document that says you did do the investigation? No, you cannot. Why can't I have it? Because you weaponize it. They want to wave it around on TV saying, look, document the DOJ investigating Biden.
Yeah,
But
big
they don't
time.
want it to look.
Hey.
They want it as a prop.
You know what? I'm looking off to my right hand
side.
side right over here. Let me excuse me.
He's not a lawyer.
Hang on.
Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right there. Trump says he has been indicted. I'm looking at MSNBC right here. I just looked over here. Donna Monacosi was just said Trump's going to prison, and then the next thing I saw, somebody else said Trump indicted. I turned over here to MSNBC. Trump says he has been indicted.
Yeah,
Start with that. Yay! Great fucking news.
Trump's just been indicted.
Here's the problem with that.
What?
Trump has said it.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
No,
But
no,
MSNBC is saying he said it.
Brian Tyler Cohen is saying Trump. He's
Hold on
honest.
for a minute, Ozzy. Hold on for a minute.
Okay, hold on.
Trump was the one who called out his indictment when he went to court with E. Jean Carroll. He was the one who leaked that shit. Okay? Trump is playing a very dangerous game. He's trying to pretend like the DOJ has leaked this bullshit. It comes off of Trump's lips, and
Yeah.
everybody knows
Right.
But
that
I'm
he lies
thinking.
like bad Chinese rug. Okay? No offense to Chinese rug, but I'm just saying.
I'm like
Okay.
Judge Coggins, but I want it from Jack Smith's mouth, not fat
Thank you.
ass. Want it
Because
from him.
when he got
But-
indicted with E. Jean Carroll, it was a whole week prior to him fucking actually getting indicted.
Now, let's be fair. If anybody knows, it would be Trump first. Trump would be the first one to know.
Absolutely.
that
and
he
he
is
has
indicted.
been told, him and his attorneys have been told that he is the target of the investigation. He has been told that. That does not mean that, because they just gathered the grand jury down in Florida, and that is
Yes.
the grand jury that's going to indict his ass.
Well, because they're going to they're going to seek an indictment in Florida and one in New York. They're going to where both crimes, they're separate crimes that he committed, or same crime, different crimes though. One in Washington D.C., the other one at Mar-a-Lago. So they're going to charge him in the Southern District down there because that's where the crime happened. That one, and then they're going to have another indictment for him out of Washington D.C.'s grand jury. It's I read about. I can't explain it. It's a legal move to prevent him from having a case thrown out, and I can't remember the exact legal terms that were used. I didn't go to legal school, but there's a reason that they've separated the two. Again, mainly because that's the
reason
place
why
where the
they
crimes
separated
happen.
the two is because that's where the crimes happened. They happened in Florida, so they're going to bring it in the Southern District of Florida rather than in D.C. However, I'm looking at the NBC News article, and it says clearly at the top of the article, Trump says on Truth Social, his,
Blah, blah, blah.
he's been indicted in classified documents.
Does it
These
say
are
anything
words
about
out of
witch
Trump's
hunt?
mouth.
I'm just wondering.
He's trying to
Haven't
stir
gotten
up the
that far
base.
down into it
Fishing
yet.
for headlines. He wants to be
Trump
on the
says
news
the
all the time.
DOJ has informed my attorneys that I have been indicted. That's what he says. The corrupt Biden administration has informed my attorneys that I have been indicted, seemingly over the boxes of hoax, Trump wrote on his dump site Truth Social.
Donna's going
He's
to go
been
watch.
summoned to appear in the federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday at 3 p.m. I never thought it would be possible that such a thing could happen to a former president of the United States who received far more, the first time he's ever fucking said that shit, former president of the United States.
Right.
Okay, who received far more votes than any sitting president in history of our country, and they're currently leading by far all candidates, both Democrats and Republicans, in the polls in 2024. I'm an innocent man, is what he's proclaiming. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Did you say fuck Trump? Really?
I did say
You
fuck
did
Trump.
say fuck Trump.
He's trying to see and get a reaction from the idiots. He's trying to get them out the street.
He's trying to raise his army. Exactly, Ozzy.
Not only that, but he's also trying to intimidate the jury.
Of course.
Okay.
He's trying to get a foot ahead and get the crowd out in front of his house. That's what he's wanting.
Just like he intimidated Georgia.
Because he thinks in Florida that the grand jury is going to be more sympathetic to a Trump indictment than in Washington, because Washington's full of those right-wing liberals.
Yeah,
so.
but didn't they try that before with the judge down in Florida that helped him? What that case was, and she ruled for him.
Oh, right.
She got her ass kicked because
she
was
got
stupid.
pitched off of it.
Yes.
She's stupid.
I can't remember that judge or the case right now. But anyway, let me thank Michael Johnson.
Cannon.
Hey, KY, who came in with $2 and said, "Oh no, brother, you can't do this." He says, "I'm getting shit-faced. Got company, has weed. Fuck Trump, fuck Abbott, and fuck DeSantis." Seems to be a trend tonight. That's gone. KY, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself up there in Kansas City, brother. I'd like to come see you. Anyway, man, I'm just tickled with the news today. There's hardly any any of the news that didn't make me smile today a little bit.
Yeah,
I think the public announcement will be made on a Friday, because if they make it on a Friday, there's no one in the street.
DOJ. And you're right, they do Friday dumps.
Yeah, they do Friday dumps.
Absolutely right.
Because, especially with Trump, because what's going to be happening, they're going to be thinking, hang on, if we do it on a Friday, if they're out there on the weekend trying to make mayhem, there's going to be less people on the streets, they'll be at home. So it's probably the safest time to announce it. If there's going to be a reaction, let it happen on the weekend, not during the week, when people could be hurt.
But don't be surprised if it doesn't happen.
When it gets announced, it will probably be Merrick Garland out there announcing it.
Yeah.
He's head of DOJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember that Jack Smith reports to the Attorney General. He doesn't come out with the charges. This is up. He'll give his report.
Have you heard him talk? Have you heard
No,
Jack Smith talk?
No, you have not heard a single peep out of that man.
Nope. And you don't get leaks out of that area
No.
either. There are no leaks. So everything everybody's talking about is based on speculation.
Yes, we're all I'm speculating. I am. I'm dreaming. I've got my,
You're happy.
I've got my wish list going on, baby. Let me see here. Oh man, Jorge's.
Trump gives white collar crime a bad name.
He's fixing to. This has to. I got so pissed last night listening to Mike Pence talking about no man is above the law, and then not even 5 minutes later talking about this country cannot indict Trump no matter what. And I just, there's the Republican Party in a nutshell, in my opinion.
This
Anyway,
country has to invite Trump, because if they don't, the next one will come along next
That's
year,
right.
next 4 years.
it sets a precedent of what they could get away with. And
You
when we're
need
talking
this,
about
and that's your
insurrection
fact.
and overthrowing this country, that's what they're talking about getting away with.
You know
So-
who else they drug out of the back closet?
Who did they drag out of the closet now?
Newt Gingrich.
Newt Gingrich.
Oh yeah, the Newt.
Didn't desperate, are they? The
Well,
Newt's going to come out and try to save Donnie? Is that what's happening?
He supposedly testified today before the federal grand jury investigating January 6th.
Well, I wonder what Newt would have to
So
say
they
about
drug Newt out to see what he knew.
Yeah.
What do you know, Newt?
it. What do you know, Newt? I always hated that guy.
Mm.
Anyway,
Did
Johnny
you hear
Fly.
the
Let me get
I was
this
just
out of
gonna
my
say,
mouth.
yeah, go for it.
All right, Johnny Fly just came in with a $10 donation. Thank you, Johnny Fly. It said, Trump will soon be indicted, and I can't wait. Oh, Pat Robertson kicked the bucket. Good riddance. Fuck Trump and fuck the Republican Party. I think Johnny Fly takes a little extra special enjoyment in Pat Richard Robertson's demise there.
He's joining with Jerry Falwell also, John.
Yes, he is. Hello, Ed.
How you doing, John?
I'm doing
Hello,
good
Ed.
today. I've got a smile on my
Hello,
face.
Dave. How are you?
Heart
How
is
you
heavy a
doing
little
All right,
bit.
thank
down in
you.
Australia?
Yeah, whatever you said there, mate, I
sorry.
missed it. I'm sorry.
I walked on him. Go
No,
ahead.
that's all right.
You're also joining with Jack Van Impe, the
Oh,
prophecy guy who called Obama a Muslim.
Oh, Muslim guy.
He's in hell too.
Oh, I bet they're just having a grand reunion down there.
Oh, yes,
Probably
they
passing
are.
around hot dogs and marshmallows, having a grand time. You know?
Or that backwards pineapple.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry. Let's get Jorge Tire Biter. Jorge,
Yes, sir.
how in the hell are you doing? Are you saving the world,
just
brother?
wanted to let you know, I'm trying to. I messaged you on your Facebook,
Oh, you did?
and there's a cell phone number, which was the
Oh.
last number I had for Adino, Michael. So
Oh, okay. Thank you, Jorge.
I messaged it to you on Facebook,
I appreciate that. I will check.
and then the other day I was asking, remember Don McGann,
Don McGann, hold on.
White
Wait, I'm
House
going through my
counsel
Rolodex.
Don McGann?
He's a ball player,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
he had that 2-year battle. No, he had that 2-year battle with
Don
the
McGann.
Jan 6
Yes.
committee
Yes,
to keep
Don
from
McGann.
testifying. And then we testified it was namby-pamby bunch of crap, that they didn't really get nothing out of him. And it's like, I was wondering, it all happened to Don McGann. Well, guess
Jorge, can I
what?
explain who Don McGann is in case people don't remember? Don
Sure.
McGann was the
Yeah.
White House
White House counsel.
counsel for the president. He did not represent the president. He represented
Yeah,
the office of the president of the White House, and he was counsel for
right.
the office.
yeah,
And
counsel.
Right.
he
Yes,
he
ma'am.
held out and held back, and because he threatened to quit at times because of Trump's lying and criminal administration policies and
But took-
politics.
2 years, 2 years to get him in front of the Jan 6
Mhm.
commission, and then he didn't give up nothing. Okay, so where did he go? I know
I want to
he
let
is
everybody
now
know
representing.
because the
He's
chat is
representing.
Can I say something real quick? Because the chat is
Yes, ma'am.
exploding that CBS is confirming that Trump has been indicted, and I can't seem to find that. I do see the CBS story, but the DOJ will be the one who confirms it for me. Okay?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because don't tease us. We're tired of
It-
getting our hopes
because
all
the
up and
only
then
one
boom.
out there talking
No.
right now is Donald Trump, and he's doing
Correction,
it through.
Bernadette. They're reporting that Trump claims he's indicted.
That's what I'm
And so
saying.
is
The only
NBC.
one that's saying
NBC
it
says that
is-
too. Trump
is
says he's
Trump.
been indicted. Yep.
Okay, now look.
But
No-
the
no one's come
DOJ
out.
has not come out and said that they have indicted him as of yet.
It's
And
just
that's
all
what
about
I
Trump.
just want
Here you
people to
go.
say.
Reuters.
Okay.
Reuters. Reuters, they're pretty straight up.
They're pretty
All
straight.
they're saying about it is it's smoke signals from Trump.
Well,
That's what they're
Yes.
saying.
where there's
Reuters.
smoke, I want to see
This
the
is
fire.
what he does. He is the leaker of all.
The leaker in chief.
Yeah.
Everything.
He was
He said he's trying to set the narrative. Is what he's doing. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I think the indictment is going to be imminent. I think he is going to be indicted, but he's trying to get ahead of it. He's trying to rile his tribe up to come to his
And
rescue.
how that worked for him in that E. Jean Carroll
Yeah.
case.
Let me take a moment here because the room is going to get large here. So I want to remind everybody to be kind and allow everybody to talk. S.C. Smith. S.C.
Hello, Smithy.
S.C.
Hey,
How are
SC.
you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How's everybody doing?
Everybody here has got a smile on their face for the better part, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was kind of jumping in because I've been going through the Twitter, and yes, that's what I was going to say is Trump claims that he's been indicted. Whether that's the case or not, he says he's been indicted and that he's supposed to be in federal 7 counts and that he's supposed to be in court on Tuesday in Miami.
That's
So
what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
It's-
For the first time, I
ABC
really do
News.
want to take him at its word.
ABC News newsflash. Breaking news. Donald Trump indicted on 7 federal accounts. That's just ABC right now. This is
Dave, what do they say? Is that Australian Broadcasting Corporation or?
No,
Is
it's
that
the- it's
Australian
the American
broadcast?
one.
Let's hold on.
Yeah,
Let's
it
get
is.
Joe Garcia in here. Joe,
Because I know that.
I want
Yes,
to.
sir.
Everybody wanted to get in this conversation, so again,
I-
y'all remember that
it's-
we got a full room here.
I tell you what, I got a full plate. I feel like Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's hard to be a grandpa, and I can't.
It's-
Just that kind.
It's
Hard
hard.
to be a grandpa.
It's hard.
Marjorie says it.
Somebody had to be.
Well,
That's
she said
beautiful.
it's hard to be in politics because she don't have time for her friends.
Oh yeah.
I laughed my head
And
off.
people
Get your ass
tell
out
her
and go back to your
conspiracy
friends.
theories. People come up to her and say wild conspiracy things.
It seems to be
And
hitting the
that's why
airwaves.
I want to make sure that we here in Blue Dot Family are not giving out misinformation or
Yeah.
disinformation or anything else like that. Trump is the only one out there because his attorneys have been told that he's a target for the investigation. And they opened up this grand jury in Florida. Okay?
How come I
He
got
is
happy
going
feet
to
going
be
on under this
indicted,
vest, though?
But the DOJ has not announced that yet, and until they do,
Okay.
he hasn't been indicted yet. It is imminent,
So,
It's
but imminent
so
could be
guess what?
next week.
No, it's not.
imminent. I like
But
that
do you
word.
know where Don McGahn is?
I
Where
don't
is
give a
Don
shit where
McGahn?
Don
Where
McGahn
is
is.
Don
I hope
McGahn?
he's in hell with the rest of them.
Where is Don McGahn?
Well, Don McGahn is now representing Lindsey Graham in his effort to block the subpoena with the Georgia grand jury system.
Really? Oh,
He's back.
the soap opera gets so. This is hard to keep up with Days of Our Lives, man. I'm telling you.
sorry.
Just when
As
you
the
thought
world
he was
turns.
gone.
All right, let me
Just
thank.
when you thought he was gone, he's back.
He's back just when you think he got ready. Let me thank Maria Betancourt, who just came in with a $2 donation and said CBS News confirms Trump has been indicted. Happy days are here again. Okay, y'all settle down in the audience there. It's not been confirmed yet. Y'all settle down.
Jim Jordan says on his tweet, "Sad day for America. God bless President Trump."
God bless
I've
Christ.
just posted in the chat
So there it
the
is.
news article that ABC claim that
God
he's been
bless
indicted.
Jim.
So have a look at that if you want. But yes, I'm just now gone to internet and my sources, and even ProPublica is saying that he's been charged. Let's just see. Let's give it half an hour and just see what happens.
If we stop reading headlines and we actually go into the story, you will read that Trump
That
on
it's-
Truth Social is the one who is claiming that he has been indicted.
Well,
The
for the
DOJ
first
has
time,
not
I
come out and
believe
said that.
Reuters came out 10
Which
minutes ago
really-
and said they cannot confirm that. It's just what he said.
It's just what he said.
Now I'm looking off to my right here,
You'll come.
and the breaking news underneath it just says NBC News confirms Trump indictment. So we're
Let's
really
give it-
getting
let's
some
give it
mixed
half an
signals
hour.
here.
can we go into the stories and stop reading headlines, please?
Can we
Well,
smoke a bowl and
we're
wait a
live, so I'm
minute?
just taking it for what I see
Yeah,
over here.
really.
If I'm
but
going to
the
sit here and
headline-
think, yes, I think he is.
We need to know how the mainstream media manipulates this country like this, and this is what is keeping us divided. Is that they put out these little juicy headlines to get you to click on the story. Read the fucking story, and then you'll get more of the story instead of just these juicy little
We recommended
tidbits
that
they want
anybody
you.
should research anything they're reading, check it out to see if there's,
We have to be better than that. We have to be informed, you guys. Come on. And trust
Here's
me,
another one for you,
I'm
Bernadette.
trying
Here's
to
another
stay
one
on
for you,
top of this.
Bernadette. Here's another one for you, Bernadette. The Midas touch. Breaking news. Donald Trump indicted in Florida. Underlined. That's the Midas touch. I reckon there's going to be a lot of this going on.
there's
As you say,
going
when
to be a
DOJ
boatload
comes out,
of it going on.
when the DOJ comes out and says we've indicted Trump, which probably wouldn't be for a few hours if they have already done a recorded interview, but it's going to take them
Wait a
time
minute.
to come
Wait.
out and say something.
Jerry Wallace just said in the chat there that DOJ confirms indictment. Somebody check on that.
I need to see that from the DOJ,
Bernadette needs to
please.
see that. And in the meantime, let me thank Maria Betancourt.
Top
who-
again.
I don't trust
Let me thank
NBC.
Maria Betancourt, who came in with a $2 donation and said ABC News confirms Trump charged on multiple counts. When you're getting that many news sources confirming,
Well,
I'm pretty
but
sure.
what they're saying is they've got two people that are telling them that it happened, but they can't tell you who the people are.
Well,
We're not going anywhere.
Hang on.
Just
Let's
Cockett says,
break
I'll
the
wait
ice
for a
here.
day. It's going to happen.
Let's just break this. Let's just break it down for a second.
I'm going to
I'm going to
NPR.
tell a joke while you guys investigate the things. I'll tell a joke, and those people that want to go on the internet quickly and while I'm telling a joke and check it out, or your sources, do so. Here's the joke: a cop pulls over a guy late at night, 11 o'clock at night, and asks the guy, "Sir, what's a fine gentleman like you driving around this hour of the night, sir?" The man replies, "Well, officer, I was not driving around. I was on my way to a lecture." "And what's this lecture about, sir?" "Well, it's a lecture of sin, evil, of gambling and drinking, smoking, and you know, getting out there and partying with the boys and all that sort of stuff. The evils of all that." And the officer said, "Sir, I find it hard to believe. Who would give a lecture on that sort of stuff, especially at this hour of the night?" And the guy says, "My wife."
My wife. That's who.
Yeah.
That's who it would be. We're all in that.
Absolutely.
Let me thank Maria Betancourt, who just came back with another $2 to let us all news channels say that Trump has been indicted. We're learning from our source that there appears to be at least 7 counts here. The ranges from everything from willful retention of national defense information to conspiracy to a scheme to conceal the false statements and representations. Woo!
Okay,
This is
that's not Florida. That's not Florida, though. That's not Florida.
That's where it would be.
That's not Florida.
Okay?
That's not the state of Florida. What were you saying, Tony?
So let me tell y'all a joke to really lighten y'all up.
All right, another joke.
Indictments are indictments.
Okay.
Listen. Indictments are indictments. I want to hear guilties.
That's
what I want to hear. I want
that's-
the meat. I don't want the potatoes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna
I
tell
want
you
the
this joke.
evidence.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this joke. There was this lady, and she went over to her daughter-in-law's house one day, and she walked in, and the daughter-in-law was in the house butt naked. Okay. She said, "Oh my gosh!" She said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm waiting on my husband to come home." "But you don't have any clothes on." She said, "This is my love dress. He comes home. Oh, he really likes me dressed like this." He said, "Really?" He says, "It puts spark in our marriage, and we have a very good time." She says, "Okay." So she goes home, right?
Right.
So she gets butt naked.
Yeah, I get the vote naked. Yeah.
Her husband shows up. He
there he
walks in the
walks
house
in
and
the
looks
door.
at her. He said, "What the hell's going on here?" She said, "What's the matter? You don't like my love dress?"
Love
He said,
dress.
"Well, you should have ironed it first."
Should have ironed it. Some wrinkles all over it, sitting a second down there. But anyway.
There you go.
Oh,
All right,
Jesus.
There now.
Not the
y'all
Don't
age
y'all
group.
laugh at that.
go ahead and talk.
Oh, baby.
Have we
Hey,
had any
John?
more information?
I'm just,
Have
yo,
we heard from
I
the
have,
DOJ?
I have
I'm
MSNBC live
reading
off to
some
my
things
side.
right now.
Go ahead, Bernie.
What was that,
Hang on.
Bernadette?
Go ahead.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
reading-
I have
I'm reading
MSNBC.
The Guardian, Hugo Lowe from The Guardian, he's in Miami. He says federal prosecutors have charged Donald Trump after investigating his retention of national security documents. According to a person familiar with the matter, a historic development that poses the most significant legal peril yet for the former U.S. president who is running for the White House again. The former president was indicted on charges of willful retention of national security material, obstruction, and conspiracy, the person said. Trump and his legal team were told of the charges on Thursday afternoon.
Happy
The
days
national
are here
security
again.
documents don't have to be classified.
Yeah.
They can be
No,
classified
no.
or not classified.
Wait,
No
wait.
trader stuff. No,
John?
Well, we can.
no trader gear. Nothing about him being a trader. Nothing like that.
No,
Well,
this
we-
is strictly on the documents.
Yeah,
Dave.
this is a document.
This is on
Trader
the
stuff will come
document,
later.
and this
Okay.
is
But-
the one that
These are
carries the
charges.
espionage
We do have
Yes, that's
an
the- that's the
exclusive
word.
here at
That's
the
the
Blue
word.
Dot family. This is Donald Trump responding to the charges. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind. It's the same old shit. Anyway, I wanted to thank Maria Betancourt, who just came in with $2 and said it's on the television breaking. And Keith Thompson, who just came in with $2, said jail Trump for stolen documents and treason. Let's get after it, baby. I mean,
Yeah, so we
all of
can
a sudden I feel
celebrate.
like I'm in a
We can
crowd with a
celebrate.
pitchfork in my hand. Yeah, it's like
We can celebrate.
I want to
we
take
can
an
celebrate.
opportunity to do that a little bit. Look how long we've been putting up with this shit. This is the first glimmer of hope that we've seen that he will actually be held accountable for what the hell he's done. And I repeat again, we are all witnesses to what he has done. There's no question in my mind.
It's a
Well-
traveling crime show. It's everywhere.
Well, yeah. Now, if he's ever convicted, you'll see all
Yeah.
the rats jump ship.
There's the rub. He's been indicted. Indicted does not mean convicted. And,
That's
and, and
correct.
this is this is not going to be an easy task. I mean, in my mind, it is. But this is the most perilous that we've been in presidential politics since Nixon, and Nixon got a pardon. Okay, Ford pardoned him
He's been
immediately.
impeached.
You let
Why?
Mike
And
Pence
it
become
only
president,
takes-
and he'll pardon Donnie in a heartbeat.
It only takes one member of the jury to fuck it all up. Just one. Out of all those jury members, one can fuck it up.
You know
At
what?
the end
You
of
know
the
what
day.
entices me, intrigues me a little bit, because we all know who Donnie is. We know what he's capable of doing. He will burn it down.
Indeed.
If these people don't come rescue him, he'll turn on them.
Yep.
If Mark Meadows,
He
he'll
will.
start calling out Mark Meadows for shit Mark did. Anybody else that didn't support him, he'll try to get their ass hung for some shit. Donnie's not going to do this all by himself. He is
But
not
I'm sure their character.
He's probably got a little crap on everybody.
he probably does. That's the world he lived in. Who's got their hand up down there? I'm sorry.
That's why they're worried,
Well, see,
mate.
I heard
That's why
that,
they're
Fine.
worried.
I heard that Trump blamed Meadows for losing the election.
Can I say something real quick, guys?
Go ahead.
I'm monitoring lots of screens right
Midas
here.
touch. I trust them.
The Midas Touch is announcing that Trump has been indicted in Florida. They just had Alina Habba on Fox News Live, whining and bitching that her client got indicted. So, hey.
Now that's
Julian, I need that bottle of champagne, please.
Gaston, bring the wine.
Yeah.
Oh, so you are happy now, Bernadette? You believe it's all happening?
Osby something. Trust me, it's not that I didn't believe it. I just want to make sure we're putting out valid information. Do you understand me, bruh?
I'm known for that.
Listen,
You know what I
listen
gave?
to
You
me,
know what I
darling.
told Marcia
Listen
when?
to me.
That's all I'm saying.
Hang on, John. Hang
Go
on,
ahead.
John. Let me finish with my sis here, my sister. The the fact is, once the Midas Touch said he has been indicted, that was enough for me because they do not print bullshit headlines.
I pretty well trust
get
them.
you-
I trust them too, and I've been listening
They're
to
good.
them for quite a long time.
Yeah.
The one,
So you got your champagne now? Have you got your champagne?
my champagne should be coming.
I did not know that this day was going to turn out this
I'm
way.
wanting to
I'm
hear
going to have
from
myself
is
a
the
little highlight
DOJ.
from the champagne
I still
beers.
want to hear from the
I
DOJ.
think you will tonight, love. Later on tonight, maybe, or in the morning. I don't think they're
In
going to
the
give you a
morning.
statement tonight.
Hey, John, can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
Check the CBN news, the CBN website to see anything about Trump being died. All they got was a giant picture of Pat Robinson honoring in his honor. Nothing about
Yeah, but
Trump or
Oh,
not.
God bless
That's
her
the
heart.
Christian
Bless her heart.
Broadcast Network. Is that what you
Bless
mean?
her heart. You know what this
You're
is
gonna
what
find
being
out
married
now
to
how
John is
he
like.
This is a man who thought gays started 9/11
Yes.
and
Oh
hurricanes.
yeah. Okay, if it wasn't for all the gay stuff, we wouldn't have hurricanes. You know, it's right there. Wait a minute.
The man was
As a matter of
crazy.
fact,
Will they continue the 700 Club without him?
No, he was on that today. I think he was still doing it.
He was on.
Well, he originally did the 700 Club. Yeah.
Oh,
wait.
here's the thing.
Wait.
Smithy, how
I
you
got
going?
a treat for y'all because I do have an actual recording of wait a minute. Where is it? Where is this? I'm looking for it. I have a here it is.
We interrupt this program for this special report from the Pat Robertson Gay Abortion Tornado Weather Radar Center.
That's it. Right there.
Now you can see by the Weather
There he
Judgment
is.
Center 9 Gay Abortion Color Radar
That's it.
that there is an area of extreme sin and deprivation that is the most threatened along a line and 10 miles either side of a line from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. Now, righteous people in these areas should expect the
breaking up.
fornicators and sodomites in the path of God's wrath to be swept up by tornadoes and into the lake of fire within the next 15
Mike?
minutes. You can see these
broke up.
fornicators and sodomites
It's not
here on
working,
Weather
John.
Judgment
Oh, it's not
Center
working?
9's patented Center of Danger Suite.
Oh well, I'd have to plug it.
It works on the playback. You can't hear it when we're in Discord.
Oh well.
Yeah. Listen, I want to know about Smithy. You've been away a while, Smithy. How you going, mate?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. I'm just
Are
sitting
you
here.
still? Are you still survive? You know, you still
sober? Yeah, I'm
yep.
still sober. Yeah, I'm still sober.
Excellent. Well done, mate. Well done. Congratulations.
I'm just sitting here in Florida on preheat, waiting for them to turn it up to Burl.
Yeah, that's what we're doing down here, brother.
I need some oak.
I got plenty of
Hey,
oak. I got it
you
sitting
feel
right
much
up
better, Smithy?
downstairs.
Say that again, Dave.
I'm gonna have
Do
to
you,
show up.
do you feel much better?
Yeah. I feel a lot better. Definitely feel a lot better.
You feel healthier? You feel fresh? All that stuff? Or you still feel a bit shitty from getting?
No. I like I said, it's been over a year, so I'm
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm like I said, I'm living life the best I can. You know,
That's all any of us can do, brother.
I'm living in Florida. Even the hurricanes don't
You
come
only let
around
us
here no
know.
more.
You only let us know this issue that you had a month ago. We didn't know till you told us about a month ago.
Well, I mean, I'd mentioned it before, but I've been laying low, like I said. You know, I've just been, had to step away from a lot of the, stuff, daily, getting caught up in everything, and just, sit back and just breathe in the air, and just, it was. I ain't gonna say it was rough. I mean, it was first couple months, but after like the first couple months, I got used to it. Once I was able to sleep again at night, that was the hardest part. Because when you spend so long just passing out every night, basically, it kind of messes with your sleep habits. But yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling good. Like I said, I mean,
right.
I wish things could be better, in general. But as far as my health and my sobriety, I'm doing all right. Doing good. Now, if I can just stop,
As long as you got that health stuff, we're all doing pretty good.
as long as I can just kick the cigarettes.
You should do like me, brother. I've kicked them like, I don't know, I've kicked them 3 or 4 times today already. It's no problem, buddy. I struggle with my cigarettes every day. There's one sitting right there. The only reason I don't light one during this time is because y'all are here. Yeah. Things piss me off, and that seems to be the first thing I do is reach for a cigarette. And oh, by the way, y'all should know, I'm getting a new neighbor right outside my door. Yep.
What?
Yeah. I knew they were prepping that lot for something. Yeah, they're going to be moving in there pretty soon.
We want to hope he's a Democrat or not a
Yeah, I don't
Macedonian.
think so. Right now, he's parked down. He's coming in here with an RV. He's going to live on the property with an RV. And right now, he's parked down the street at one of my neighbors'
Maybe he's
house.
going to build his own home. Maybe he's going to do it himself.
Yeah, maybe so.
Hey, John,
Yes, sir.
how many acres you got?
I got about 2.
Would you lend me a quarter acre and I'll go get an RV and put it out
Not
there
a problem, buddy. There's a driveway right there. Pull right in, buddy. Pull in.
Music all day long.
Well, his front door is going to be facing my house. There's one fence separated, and that's Jenny. Jenny's pen is all that side of my property.
Lord.
So I have to assume that I'm going to assume that he's a nice guy and ain't going to give me no shit until he does.
Well, that's the thing.
I give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
You
Absolutely.
guys,
show me
I
who you
will
are.
I will tell you that the Associated Press does have a camera set up outside the DOJ. So
Good.
Yeah. Like I said,
They
like,
must know,
they
they must know something.
stream. Nothing is happening yet, but they are set up outside of the DOJ. That's as of 10 minutes ago.
Oh, boy.
A few more will be setting up. I think maybe DOJ has contacted the media and said we're going to make an announcement in a half hour's
If he's
time.
out there singing the song, let's play the tune for him. Let's strike up the band. Let's get it out there. Because that's exactly what he's trying to do. He is trying to get the jump on things and get his narrative out there. He wants to rile up his tribe.
He wants to
This
set
is going
the
to tell you.
narrative. Absolutely.
This
He
is
wants
gonna
everybody
tell
to
you.
be pissed off that he's being indicted. He wants to inflame the country. He's just doing Trump because that's what fuck
That's all he does. That's all he
This will
does.
tell you how serious these followership is. Because on the weekend, you're going to find out how much of a threat Trump really is. Because anything's going to happen, it's going to happen this weekend in reaction to this.
Hey,
Carolyn's
John?
got a cold bottle of Andre just waiting. Huh? Yes,
Stay
sir.
home this weekend, guys.
it's already
Stay
started,
home.
John.
Hold on. Miss Chick, you were going to say?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, you weren't? Well, now you got to make something
I
up.
think it was Ed.
It's me,
I
John.
think it was Ed. That was Joe.
Oh, was that Joe?
Joe said something.
It was me,
I think
John.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joe.
The rage has already started. My wife just told me this morning. A gentleman walked into the store, asked for some rye bread, and they didn't have any.
Right? No
And
right.
he went on a racist rant. And I'm so proud of our store manager because he calmly told him that if we don't have the product that you want, let me know and I will get it for you.
That's what HEB does.
And guess what he said? He said, you got stuff for Mexicans up and down this store. I said, well,
Really?
he kept his cool. And he
Did
said,
he notice where he... Fuckers.
He doesn't know where he is, I guess.
No, I don't think so.
And, our store manager said, well, it's because a lot of this stuff that we have here is what sells. And what doesn't sell,
we don't
we
carry.
don't stock it. But if you want some, we'll get you some. I'm so proud of that manager.
That's a good store over there. Most of mine, I go down 624, so I'm going out to Cal Outlet because that's where all the business I have to do is usually in that direction. It's only when I want to take a break and actually go do my actual shopping, that's my only chore, that's when I go to Mathis. I'd rather go to Mathis to that HEB than any of the other ones. And all of the other ones are bigger. Mathis, we're waiting on Mathis to get a new HEB. Y'all need one.
Right off of 37, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully that's where it'll be, but, we're waiting. But until then, it's a great little store.
And I've been waiting on you. Mama's going to be making that chili sauce.
I'm bringing an empty jar, brother. I'm bringing an empty jar because it's gone. Yeah, me and Tyler use that green sauce on just about anything.
and we're gonna need something to celebrate, man.
Yes, we are.
I got 2 racks of ribs and a brisket.
Well, when I come, I'll
in my-
load up
in
that
my
oak in the
freezer.
back of my truck.
Yes, sir.
It's sitting out there, been sitting in a stack for a while, so yeah. It's
Oh,
good
it's
to
ready
go.
then.
It's good to go.
All right, buddy. We're gonna
So-
celebrate because it's getting ever closer.
I'm
by
just
little.
this is this is the day we all been waiting for. Show me a little
Yeah.
justice, baby. Show me an indictment because we all know he did the crime. Now I know everybody's entitled to, a fair trial, and
Due
we're all
process.
gonna assume he's innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, I'm sort of at this point. I'm sort of like, I don't know, his crowd in front when they was hollering for Mike Pence. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, a lot of stations have gone live. Midas Touch has just done an off-the-cuff live. He's just doing now off-the-cuff live show. There's ABC doing an off-the-cuff live special on it, and there's NBC doing an off-the-cuff live special, and there's CNN doing one, and some guy called Blue Dot in Texas is doing a live
Oh
show.
shit, that guy?
And he's got- yeah,
That guy?
Yeah.
Where's the hell?
yeah,
Let me see live.
yeah. He's in amongst them all. So
Let's see,
they're all
what's
saying they're
CNN?
live.
What's
But
CNN say?
certainly, we're seeing even
Fair
CNN's numbers drop right off. They
Fair
have
balance,
lost
buddy.
so many listeners. They are losing so much, and now they've sacked the
CNN is saying
KC or
Trump
the
charged with 7 counts in Doc's case. Former president says he has been summoned to appear in Miami on Tuesday.
Which is when he will be indicted if he's going to be
Yes.
indicted.
So,
So it actually has
Tuesday just turns out we'll be live on Tuesday. So,
Yeah.
Well, let's
I wanna
see if
remind
we get the
everybody, bring
DOJ
your
on the
champagne.
microphone.
bring your toast, bring your whatever you want to celebrate with. If everything goes well, we're going to have a good day on Tuesday.
I'm gonna.
I hope
I don't.
we
I
get
don't
to
think
hear
those-
the evidence.
Yeah, I
hope
want
we
to hear
get to
the
hear the
charges.
evidence from the trial.
Yeah.
No, I want to hear the evidence of all, you know.
Oh, you
who's
think
gonna
anybody will be
implicated
watching this
and all
trial?
that.
You think that this trial will garner any attention?
Yeah,
I
big
I
time.
think the whole country is gonna be
I
watching.
think everybody
The whole
in this
world.
country is going to, I think
It's
around
gonna-
the world, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
just going
and
to be
it's
in
gonna
this
break
country,
records.
it's going to be around the world. Because this is going to be a
Yes.
test of our democracy. I look at it as, this is exactly the threat against our self-government here. This democracy only continues because we participate in it, and they're trying damn hard, the Republicans, to not let you participate or gerrymander the shit out of it, or just make you think you did something. That's what the Republicans want, and it's only by our participation that this shit goes on. So yeah, I'm going to take time to appreciate the fact that for the first time since Nixon, and we all know how that ended up, a president might be held accountable for what he did, for breaking
So
the
much-
law like any other American would be.
That's
Do you think
right.
they'd cut me any slack for any law I broke? Fuck no.
Hell no.
No.
This is gonna be bigger than NASCAR and the Super Bowl.
Ooh, combined up, buddy. You reckon Vegas is taking odds now on all sorts of indictments and convictions and what charge? I'm sure they're having everything going on.
I'd love to see how Fox is reporting this on their show. I'd love to
I
see
don't
their
have Fox on
reaction,
my
whether it's going to be.
If I
No,
put
I
Fox
don't
on
have
there,
Fox
it'll burst
either,
into
but-
flames, man. I can't afford that.
But certainly they're either going to say, bad things about the GOJ or say it was good things. I mean, I'm just curious to see what they think of Trump at the moment now.
Well, they
Because-
had a banner that said the same thing everybody else is saying, that Trump had said he had been indicted, blah, blah, blah. And right underneath it,
Yep.
of course, what does it say? It talks about Biden getting $5 million from blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I think that's what Fox is going to try to do. They're kind of pushed up
They
against the
expect-
wall. They're going to have to report the story, but they're going to try to intertwine it with, well, look at what this person did, or look at what they did over there. They're going to try a whole lot of that shit, but they're going to have to admit his charges.
It's always what about. It's always the what about. That's the way the GOP plays. What about
Yes.
Biden? What about Pence? What about
Right.
what about the man in the moon? No,
Yeah.
this idiot did what he did, and we all
Yeah.
saw it, and he
We're all
said it
witnesses.
in public TV. So what about him?
This country is looking for justice. because, like I say, we're all witnesses to this shit. If DOJ, if our justice system cannot stand up and convict somebody who has blatantly, in my book, thumbed his nose at this Constitution and walks and pisses on it every damn day of his life, I hope they burn the shit out of him. I'm looking at a picture of him right in front of me. Little guy behind you. Let me scroll up a little bit because his picture is right there in front of me.
I watched a Midas show 2 days ago, and not the brothers, three brothers, another guy that's on Popak or whatever his name is, Popak, a lawyer that.
Bill Jones
Michael Popak
sent me a link.
Hang on, buddy. I love you, mate, but I got to finish this one.
Okay.
He announced that he's made a documentary along with some other great producer, and it's a documentary that's coming out in 2 days' time. Keep an eye out for it, guys. I could post on the. I saved the bit of that in the first 5 minutes of his show where he explains what the doco's about, but he shows a clip, and it's a clip of his camera crew hanging out with that freaking guy, one-eyed guy in jail at the moment, Rhodes, Mr. Rhodes, right?
Yeah, Stuart
now,
Rhodes.
They're on a roof. They are on a roof of a building in Las Vegas. They're all dressed in full army gear, the helmets with the cameras on it, the whole flak gear, the jackets, the ARs, they look like they are full-on US military. There's about 50 of them on this roof, and they are practicing a scenario against the people. They are practicing. I could post it, and you'll just have to look at the first 10 minutes to be shocked that this is going on in your country. 50 people on a roof of a building in Las Vegas, fully armed, fully dressed like commandos, and they are practicing on scenarios of containing the people in an area.
Yeah, good luck with that.
City.
I don't give a fuck how many they got.
Unbelievable! It's unbelievable. My jaw. I can't wait for the doco. My jaw dropped.
I haven't seen anything.
And Roach is standing out there saying, "This is how we get back our country."
This is what the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys are all about.
Yes.
Is recruiting ex-military into their police forces and all the rest of that into their ilk, and it's not something new. It is something that we should be aware of because that is what they're doing. Stuart Rhodes was a fucking lawyer. He is a fucking. The guy was fucking nuts, is what he fucking was, and his family.
Well, him and Steve Bannon, there's a whole crew of them over there. Steve Bannon's up making noise now too. Let me thank Diana Mallory. Thank you, darling. Just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Re-indictment and it feels so good." Re-indicted and it feels so good. I loved it. It's a great song.
I think the show's going to go a bit longer today. I think you're going to have a longer show today, John.
You think? Where are we?
Yep.
Oh shit, we're at 7:30 now.
Yeah, I reckon you should go another half an hour tonight.
You think we ought to go another half hour, chick?
Half
James,
an hour.
that reminds me. I don't have my James Price. I will. Thank you very much. James just put it in there and said check your PayPal. That means James gave a donation. I don't have that in here because my phone would be going nuts, especially tonight. And James, I will. And on that note, I want to thank our own Tina. They came in yesterday with a very nice PayPal donation, and I wanted to thank her, Tina Barrick. Thank you very much, baby. I appreciate you both very much. I can't do that on my iPad because it says I'm not me. I'm arguing with it.
I also watched the video.
I use my phone. I can look on my iPad. No, it's not you. We don't trust you. This fucking thing. I swear. Hit it with a hammer.
I also looked at a video of the greatest recorded speeches by American presidents from 1933 to 2008, and and Martin Luther King's in there as well, Kennedy, Obama, FDR, all with great speeches and great wording and great delivery, and you wonder how the fuck Trump ever got in.
He got there on hatred, Aussie. He got there on the back of people that were we're racist, bigoted, misogynistic assholes. The ones that fly the rebel flag, the one that says, come, don't tread on me, my gun-toting buddy and me. That's his crowd. That's who the Republicans are. They're a bunch of fake-ass patriots.
It's funny, last week when they had the 3-night thing on History Channel with FDR,
right.
It's like after the first night, Monday night, some girl on Facebook put a post, FDR is my new favorite president. And I just looking at Reed, I'm like, God, did you not ever hear about FDR before? What the fuck? Are you just learning about
did
what
you just
FDR
find out
did
who he was?
I mean,
he was the best Democrat you ever had.
And I mean, she's not someone that ever posted anything political or anything on Facebook. It's just to see, her post that, it just makes me think, well, damn, did you never hear or knew about what was going on when FDR was president and all the, it's like, my God.
You just want to say history much?
Yeah. I was like, it was still, even though I watched all 3 nights, there was still some stuff that I didn't know that I learned new, but I still had a good idea of everything that he did while he was in office, hell. But anyway.
Well, we learned.
Oh, you guys, I've had my first glass of champagne. I need to go get another one.
Are you popping the champagne? Holy shit! I got wait a minute. I've got brandy right here. I've got a handy side. Where's it? Oh, there's a glass right here. Save the world glass. My save the world glass.
There you go.
Just handy. You're right, Bernadette. Let's have a toast, baby. Oh, that sound. And that sound. We have smell-o-vision. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Because that cherry brandy. And it is. I believe that's from Janda Shedner. I hope I don't know. It's called. I think.
Smell-o-vision just around the corner. You'll be seeing everybody with their nose to the TV sets. Scratch it. You'll smell it.
Let me see. NBC News, Trump summoned to court on June 13th. Woo! Happy days are here again. Da, 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 da. That's how I feel. Good. I want to see it. I want to see a public trial. I don't want this happening behind closed doors. I want this out in front of God and everybody.
Dominic.
Huh.
I just posted on the chat I just talking about that video of Rhodes on the roof with these boys.
Right.
And the camera team. It's called Burn the Boats. I've posted
Burn
on Midas
the
Touch
Boats?
on the Burn the Boats. BOTS. BOATS. I've just posted on the YouTube chat. Watch the first 10 minutes. That's all you need to have to watch. It shows you that clip of Rhodes and his army rehearsing a drill about taking over the town. So, just watch the first 10 minutes. It's 48 minutes long, but it's the first 10 minutes you need to watch to get the idea of what is going on. And I also posted the greatest speeches as well, just for your interest. But I was really, I got excited when I heard these speeches. I just love good speeches. I don't know about you guys, but when I hear a good speech, I just feel great, A good, honest speech.
JWB52Z says the guy across the hall from me is blaring Fox News insulting Biden about the indictment. You think he's a little pissed, JW? I think he's probably... Enjoy every word of it, buddy. Enjoy every word.
Because Biden, is up there running the White House and the DOJ, okay? Yeah, he's got time to do all that.
Okay.
These people need to get a fucking life.
Let me ask my two co-hosts.
He's being indicted for the criminal shit that he did against this country while he was in office and after he was in office.
Let me ask my two co-hosts. Hold on.
No man is held above the law.
No man is above the law. Would Bernadette and Miss Chick please take control of the room? We're going to go over a little bit. I've been in here ever since this news broke. Nobody's out there with Mama. I'm going to go say hi and say, holy shit, did you see what happened? And giggle for a minute, and I will be right back. Everybody else, excuse me for just a moment while I leave the camera.
Hugs and kisses to Marcia.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, how you doing there, actually?
Good. I haven't heard from you in a while, but I haven't been here that much, so but good to hear from you again, buddy.
Yeah, good to hear from you too.
and Dave, what you were talking about, a good speech. That's what I miss about Obama, is a good damn speech. You know what I mean?
He made you feel good. He made you feel, if you were concerned about something, when he got out there and explained it to the people, you were informed. You were actually informed. Trump got up there and made a speech. You were fucking confused and scared. So, yes, FDR had some great speeches.
Teddy Roosevelt had some nice speeches too. He was a well-spoken man.
Obama, he made me feel being real American. Made me feel to be an American, really.
Well, everybody, sorry, I had to reboot my system to get back on here because it wasn't picking up my signal. Every so often I have to do that. But I take it I missed the important news. Donnie's been indicted now?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
He's claiming
we indicted him. We indicted him because we weren't sure until we had heard it from the horse's mouth. We're still not sure. I mean, even NBC and CBS, although maybe they know more than we do. Of course they do. But Bernadette's got eyes on the DOJ and a microphone, and there may be a speech from the DOJ to confirm it.
I heard the other day that they expected an indictment by Friday. And everybody's saying different things, but I know with Jack Smith, indictments can be very soon if it hasn't happened already.
He sounds happy, guys. He got a kiss and a cuddle.
Formally announced the indictment yet, but all of the news outlets are saying that he has been indicted. Of course, fuck Trump, the speaker in chief has, put it out first that he was indicted for 7 counts, and that, he is probably real close to being indicted. Okay.
Well, John is very happy, so I'm willing to bet that he was indicted. Right,
I am
John?
a happy man. I am a happy man. Hello, Johnny Fi.
Awesome.
How are you doing, brother?
Bud? I'm doing all right.
I'm doing well. I'm enjoying a nice glass of
Trying
brandy.
to monitor at least 3 different screens, which is really difficult at times, and so.
I got MSNBC on back on my right-hand side, but all of it, I just...
What are you watching?
I'm watching MSNBC
Richie
on my
Chick?
left.
Yeah, what's Richie Chick up to?
We had a really good question in the chat that I would like to bring up. We have a user by the name of All Right Now, and they wanted to know, they say, I know this won't happen, but could he pardon himself if he wins in 24? My reply to that was, first he has to get past these indictments, because if any of the indictments are conspiracy and or espionage, he can't run for office.
He can't run for office.
Period.
All right, y'all hold on to your britches. I'm smoking a cigarette. Y'all don't get some.
And found guilty of that, he will not be able to run for office, and so he will not be able to pardon himself. I also did some research on whether or not down in Florida, in Georgia, if he gets indicted down there and he's convicted down there, can Brian Kemp, who is the Republican governor of Georgia, pardon him? The answer to that question is no. Brian Kemp doesn't have the power of pardon as the governor. That is set up by the Pardon and Parole Board, which consists of 3 Republicans and 2 Democrats.
He can submit an application for pardon.
No, he can't. Brian Kemp has nothing to do with pardons.
No, he can't approve.
Just like Greg Abbott has nothing to do with pardons. Okay, the Pardon Board runs by guidelines. They are able to toss those guidelines and do whatever the fuck they want.
That's what they can do.
I don't think that they will do that in Georgia, okay, because you do have 2 Democrats on that committee sitting there on the Borden's parole board, the Pardon and Parole Board. So Brian Kemp will be in office until 2027. He has no capability of pardoning him. And Trump has to serve a portion of his time in order to even go up in front of the parole board to be pardoned. So there's that.
Well,
That
the
And
means
pardon
he's
also
still
the
alive.
state
Nobody's
charges.
chastising
He
you
can't.
anyway.
He can't pardon himself for state charges.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No, he cannot
this is a
pardon for
federal
state
charge,
charges.
right?
That's why I was concerned whether Kemp could charge him, could pardon him, because Kemp is the Republican governor in
Yeah,
Georgia,
sure.
and so Kemp cannot
Yeah.
pardon him, and Trump would have to serve
He can
a period
only
of his time before the
he can only
parole board.
overturn. He can only overturn death penalties, things like that.
He can
Well, isn't
advocate the
this
same
about-
way Greg Abbott's doing down here for that
Is
guy
it
that
this,
killed that
situation-
I
protester.
don't even think he can do that, to be honest with you, Ozzy.
Well, he can,
some governors
as in
don't
any
have
other
that power as
citizen
governor.
can
Some governors
represent.
have all the power.
Well, isn't
So-
this a federal situation with pardons in Trump's case?
Well, in the Georgia, it would if he's convicted under state charges,
Yes.
If it's the
which is
federal
what Georgia is
DA,
about.
state
Georgia's
charges.
filing state charges against him.
And
But they might
when
include
Biden
RICO
was asked
charges.
Would he pardon him? Biden just laughed, which is great. Great answer. But best believe any Republican that gets in office would pardon his fucking ass.
Oh yeah.
now he's down. They're gonna look. They're gonna kick him now.
I
Including
hope they
Chris
kick the
Christie.
shit out of him.
They will. Now he's a down, wounded animal in a corner with no
I
power.
think the
and
Republicans
no,
ought to come
no
out. Those that
threats.
are going to run, if you got balls, baby, get your ass out there and start kicking. Because now he's been indicted. So what are you going to do? Stand over there on your side and preach that? Oh, it's a witch hunt or some bullshit. That ship
evidence
is
is
sailed,
strong.
Betty. It's gone. Ain't no his
The evidence is
numbers are going to
strong.
go lower and lower. But again, like any good base man, when you make a good base man, you can reduce it down to the pure, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to reduce it
Half
down
his base
to
is in
his
jail,
maggot,
John.
huh?
Half his base is in jail or going to jail.
Yeah, but they still support him. They're still campaigning for him. Look at what's his
But they're
face,
not-
the
they're in jail,
shaman,
though.
the horn, the guy with the shamanon, whatever his name
Oh, the
is.
shaman.
Yeah, the guy with the bullhorns. He's already got him a show going on, man, praising. He did the right thing. I said I support Trump and all that shit. I wonder what he's saying tonight. It's a witch hunt. It's political persecution. That's what the key. That's what Donnie's going to use. The Republicans are going to use political persecution because he is a candidate for president and he is the front
He's
runner.
losing every day, Johnny. He's losing
yes.
power every day.
Every day it's going to reduce
see,
itself
he
down
had-
to just the
he-
scum.
His
That's it.
own staff at Mar-a-Lago have turned on him, and the pool boy has turned on him. He had to rehearse
How that water's going to get in that room. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
and
got to
put
get
the
that
room
water
out
into
and
this
everything.
room. How are you going to do that? Well, you got to shift something
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
I mean, the evidence against Trump is so strong, that's why the DOJ has moved. As Bernadette has always said, and Bill Jones has always said, they will charge him when the night's on open and shut.
Yep.
Watertight case. And so they got the goods on him.
They got the goods on him,
Yeah.
and it should be an open and shut case, but it's not going to be. This is
Meadows
going
is
to be a
flipped.
drug out story, a court case. So many. We'll be lucky if we get to see a jury in 2 or 3 years. Let's be honest. There'll be so many
John,
motions
you know.
filed against this shit. And we know. So get some prepared for it.
No, John, I actually think that we'll see it a lot sooner than that.
You think?
I
So do
really
I.
do think. Hell yeah, I do think we'll see it sooner than
He
that.
is going to
put
try
this
to
together.
drag
We'll
this
get
out
to the
as
end
long
of
as
this
he can.
Before the election.
He'll try.
Absolutely.
It has to be
He'll try,
done
but
before the election.
He's already done that. He's already dragged it out. That's why it's taken so long to get to this point.
Oh, that reminds me. Jeff Curry just said in the comments here, let me point this out. Maybe Trump will be in Russia by this weekend. Now, for those of you know who John is, this is how John started my morning. I'm sitting up, as I usually am, having my coffee before Mama gets up. And so I have all sorts of time on my hand to sit there and plot things. So I heard the door open and she yelled, "Can I come out?" Which means, is Vicky, because we can't let Vicky and Jack in the same room at the same time because Jack's got an attitude and Vicky's not somebody you pick on. Anyway, I'm sitting there and I yell, "No, hold on." And Vicky's already in a cage. She's such a great dog. I closed the door Marcia's coming down the hallway, and I have a big smile on my face. She said, "What's going on?" I said, "Donnie was arrested at the airport. He had flight plans to fly out to Russia." She goes, "No." I said, "Yes, it's all over the news, man. I'm just kidding." She goes down the hallway. I want to see. That's who Marcia lives with.
That is
I
so
like
mean.
the
That's
posting.
me.
I like the posting in the chat where someone's got Donnie's plane taking off over the water, and a shark comes up and bites it out the air.
Yeah, I like
that's
it.
on the-
I like to start Mama's Day
Yeah.
with a little excitement, get her blood flipping, make sure she's okay.
Yeah, that was me, Dave.
And look how the day ended up. He's indicted, so I
That
was just a
you?
little
That's
early.
good one, Smithy.
Keep your eye out, see if Donnie's headed to the airport anyway.
Well, he's gonna
You're a
start
cruel
crying
man,
like
John.
a
You're
I
a
am.
cruel man.
I am. It
He's
goes
gonna
back a
start
long way,
crying.
Dave. The first time I got a job working on as a roughneck on a drilling rig, and if anybody, go look up what a roughneck is, and this is back in the 70s, baby. It is not easy. And I got off early. I can't remember why I got off early. Anyway, you never get off early on a rig. So I came home, I'm driving home, and right when I'm pulling up in the driveway, she's got that surprised look on her face. I wrapped my hand up. She said, "What happened?" I said, "I lost 2 fingers. Let's go." And because that is a common occurrence on a drilling rig back in those days, before automation and all that. Your fingers were... Anyway, she's lived, as she would say, that's who I've been all my life. And I would say she's been who... Anyway, it's a joy living
John,
in this house. Yes,
I
dear.
would say you're a lucky man that she puts up
I
with your
am
ass.
indeed a
Yes.
lucky man, and she knows that. She's listening right now. I can't, she'd kill me if I blubber on about how wonderful my wife is. My wife is extremely shy. She does not meet very many people, and she's been that way 46 years together. And but she is the love of my life. She's the only reason I am still fucking breathing. And that's not an exaggeration.
Well,
And,
that's what's important, John.
That's right.
That is what is important.
Anyway, old Pat with 2 cats.
Yep.
Oh, darling. Now I'm going to think that every time I see that, baby. I love you so much. Old Bat with 2 cats came in with $10 and said, "I bet Ron Distinctus is creaming in his jeans about now." Oh, don't you know he thinks he's got a shot? This is going to give him the inside track. He's the number 2 guy. You knock out number 1, and guess who's there? I don't think so. I don't think so. Ron
Do we know
DeSanto,
the
he might be
judge yet?
popular in Florida, but anywhere else in this country, not so much.
Ron's going to get in trouble for trafficking humans. You do know that.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
like
the-
he's
the-
been doing that, lying to people,
police
get on the
chief
airplane
is
and
not
then
happy.
dump him in the middle of nowhere.
No, the Florida police chief is going, investigation, please, because this is not going to happen. So he's in trouble. Mr. Chick's right. He's in trouble with the Florida police for doing this.
Yeah.
I'm just,
They are looking at
yes,
his ass.
yes, the
How
Texas
much- how much
Texas
was-
sheriff down here in San Antonio is thinking about charging his ass.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
DeSantis
California's
is
probably gonna
is
throw
paying for
something
the
at him.
flights
New
from
York.
Texas to California or Texas to Massachusetts. Ron DeSantis is paying that, and the flights are from Texas.
Well,
Yeah,
You
he's
think
using
he's
our
gonna-
tax money to do it.
Yes, he
do you
is,
think
baby.
he- well, do you think he can get away with it, though? Look what some
For
chick
a
did.
little
He's
bit, but
trying-
just like everything else, it's going to catch up with his ass. I hope
Take
it
all
does.
his compadres down with
He
him,
has
too.
lied to these people. People that are legally in the U.S., already cleared customs, all of that shit, cleared immigration. You got a court date. You're here legally, and these people, Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott, want to pick these people up and dump them in the worst places and scenarios they can, pack them up so they suffer. They're using people as weapons. They're trying to hurt people. In other words, to make a statement, to boost their, oh, look how cruel I am. They're dicks, is what they are. And I hope both of them suffer the rest of their fucking life for that shit. Anyway.
This is what they call crimes against humanity.
Yes, that
crimes
is.
against humanity. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. They give 2 shits about these people who
the
fought like
target-
hell to get here.
The target cities where they've dropped him, at least, have been the ones that are the most warm and kind
Yes.
and
Most
helpful.
receptive.
I don't know if
They're
that's
doing
on
what
purpose
Americans
that they're doing
do.
that or not.
They're
I would
doing what
assume it
Americans
is.
do in a crisis. They step up and help. Guess what the Republicans are doing? They're cheering this shit. They make this border down here sound like it's in crisis every day, like there's a war going on. There ain't shit going on down here. It's nothing has changed hardly. There's every once in a while there'll be a influx coming in a mass to try to get out of South America, to where we're not doing a fucking thing to help them down there. So why in the hell wouldn't they try to get out? They're just like us.
Well, John.
Yeah.
John, the thing is, the right is hoping that the majority of their base are not watching TV and they're going to believe everything that's being said. That's why.
Yeah. Well, to the vast degree, but slowly but surely.
Yeah.
When the evidence starts coming in, and it's being proved, but this is being proven and that's being proven, it's going to start affecting those conservatives, not the maggots. The maggots are on him like stink on shit. They're not going to leave. They love shit. They love a dying carcass, and they're going to hold on to him. But conservatives, they have an opportunity, and it's going to be led by this group of Republicans, all 10 of them, might be more, that are vying for president. The only way they have a step forward now is either one of two ways. They got two paths in front of them: defend him or attack him. That's the only choices they have. So we're going to see what this field of Republicans is going to do. We already see some of them. They're going to attack the shit out of it. Mike Pence, he's not too sure. He's going to think about it and pray about it a whole lot, but he'll get back to you and let you know. Yeah. Let me thank Diana Mallory, who came in with $5 and said, the hunt is over. It is on to the capture. Oh, I want to see Tuesday get here. Tuesday can't get here fast enough. I've got a smile on my face for Beard Bud Friday, baby.
Has anyone listened to the news articles yet and found out what the 7 charges are? Do we know what they are? Are we guessing?
I know what one of them is, and it is the one that intrigues me the most. It is the conspiracy charge. Conspiracy to do what? That's my big question. I understand one of them is conspiracy, and that's what I want to know.
I haven't been able to read all of the charges just yet, and I've been looking up what has been coming out so far, the willful retention of documents and things like that. Now there's national security information, and then there's documents that belong to the United States, and those are two different things. Okay, national security, national security defense information is one thing. Documents that the United States of America, like, letters from Kim Jong-un to him or whatever, those are documents that are actually owned by the National Archive, and that was part of getting caught up in all of this stuff. But these other documents that have to deal with national security look like they carry more of a heavier charge and sentencing.
What I want to know is though,
just rather
any of the charges,
classified documents.
Yeah, but any of the charges, do we know any of the charges will stop him from running as president?
They're still unclear.
Because the DOJ has not come out and said that they have and they probably won't until he goes to court on Tuesday. They're not going to release their shit ahead of time.
That aren't impeached twice.
But he will. So we only go by what Trump is saying that he's been charged with, and I don't, I just know where to verify all of that.
I just feel that the DOJ in this case must get ahead of Trump before Trump can get out there and
they would
he
never
knows
put
the charges.
themselves out like that.
Because he's going to use the court.
They're not going to spill their hand like that. They can't, because they can't come out and say.
You don't know what I'm saying, Bernadette. You think I'm saying the wrong thing. Well, all I'm simply saying is that Trump gets in there before the DOJ, right? He knows the charges, but we don't. But he'll come out and splurt them out anyhow. He'll be the leak. But he's going to turn around and make it look like the DOJ is on a witch hunt, blah, blah, blah. Then the DOJ comes out, and they're on the back foot already because they've just been, in the court of public opinion, decredited by Trump.
There's nothing we can do.
And Ozzy, I totally understand what you're saying, The reason why the DOJ cannot do that is because they will jeopardize their case if they come out and say anything without it going through the process first.
It is.
They have
Merrick
very
Garland is not
specific
going to come out and
processes
address
that
this
they have to
nation
go through.
until
And they're not
everything
gonna
is
release
finished.
that until they got his ass in a court of law and standing before a judge. Then we will know what those charges are.
Because all this time, Trump's been trying to attack Jack Smith.
Otherwise,
Jack Smith
he
ain't got
could
shit to
go-
do with the charging and the indictment.
And that's why the DOJ doesn't say anything,
Yeah.
because they can't.
That's the process it has to go through. This is not Jack
I just
Smith's
want to hear
indictment.
Jack Smith's
This
voice.
is Merrick
I want
Garland's
to hear his
indictment.
voice, John.
You
I do
probably
too.
won't hear
I
his
do too, but he's not going to do it.
things.
You know, you have to
Merrick
remember,
Garland
this
is
man was
coming out
considered
now.
for the Supreme Court. He is not dumb. Merrick Garland is an
That's the reason I want to hear his voice. I think he don't speak because he's got a voice like a girl, or he
No,
talks funny.
that's not it. I think he's a very wise man who's not going to
I'm
show his
cracking up
court.
funny here, guys.
Yeah.
But I'm being dry here. What
I
I'm
know.
saying is, I'd crack up and laugh if he got up and made a speech and he sounded like a, weirdo. I just cracked myself up, trying to crack you up. But the bottom line is, you don't hear from the guy. I just wonder what he sounds like. Does he sound tough and mean and strong and insightful and forceful? Or does he sound like Mr. Garland, a bit confusing, but
I
not
believe
sure?
Garland is one of those people who follows the old adage of walk softly,
I
but
want
carry
him
a
to
big
sound like
stick.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Do you? Is that what you want?
We'll see that. We'll see that in the movie when it comes out. I'm sure.
But we're probably not going to hear from Jack Smith at all.
Probably
He's
not.
bringing
No,
the
Jack
case to
Smith
the
is
court.
not going to come out and say
Merrick Garland
anything.
will come out and be the head on this. Because
No,
I wonder if
just
Jack
doing
Smith will be at the
background.
trial. Will he be at the trial? I wonder?
Yes, Jack
Will he
Smith will be
called?
at the trial because he is the lead prosecutor. I mean, the lead
Absolutely.
investigative
He's the lead
entity on this.
prosecutor.
Yeah, but he reports to Merrick Garland. That's this whole thing that Trump's lawyers went to go meet up there at DOJ, and Jack Smith was in the room, evidently said a few things, but didn't say a whole lot. The deal is done. I mean, Jack Smith hands his whole case over to Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland will look at it and decide what, if any, indictments are worthy. And evidently he looked at it and found 7. And there may be more. There may be other things that we don't know about that have yet to be, that may be a future indictment. We don't know. There's a lot we don't know yet. But we do know that it appears that we have 7
wonder how
counts.
Trump's attorneys feel about this shit.
Oh,
because
Lord.
he just gets out there and runs his fucking mouth to no end.
Darling,
and these people are out there trying to defend him.
I'm halfway expecting half of his attorneys to flip on him, to throw up their hands and say, "I'm sorry, we can't deal with this shit anymore," because he's going to run out and run his mouth.
Didn't one attorney give Merrick Garland the tapes and the notes from his time
Indeed.
with Trump?
Indeed.
And he told Trump he's going to jail, and he was so worried about Trump's mental attitude, he gave Merrick Garland the warning. And they have that.
Ooh.
So how bad do you have to be for your lawyer to turn around and say, "Fuck, hang on,
Yeah, yeah,
get me out of here"?
yeah. I'm done with this shit. I'm jumping ship before it sinks. Yeah, because that's what we're looking
Is there
at.
any lawyers left in America? He must have used them all up. There must be a couple left.
I was hearing earlier today that he was trying to hire some new lawyers. So good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
The lawyer pool is getting smaller and smaller. Oh, he might get some attorney, but it's going to be some low ranking,
Oh yeah,
some
and,
some
the chat is
ambulance
pointing out
chaser
that
somewhere.
His his birthday is coming up on the 14th.
Oh, that's
Yes, that is
birthday, too.
that really
that is
pisses Travis
birthday
off.
too.
Travis's birthday is the same day.
Yeah.
You don't think that pisses Travis off? It pisses
Well,
Travis
Travis
off.
ought to have a good time.
We
because
try to
he
make
should be
sure
able
he
to
has a
get
happy birthday
his
because he does.
birthday back. Especially if the fucker gets indicted.
Indeed. Well, I'm still looking at a headline here that says Trump charged with
Guess what?
conspiracy to obstruct
Guess
willful
what day the
retention of
14th is?
documents and false statements. He's a
Guess
lying
what day the
sack of
14th
shit.
is?
Huh?
There's big
Guess
charges.
what day the 14th is?
What day is it?
The
Tuesday.
14th is next Tuesday.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, back up the bus. Wait.
Happy birthday to
It's Tuesday is the day he's got to report, and that's his birthday, and that's Travis's birthday. So Travis is going to get a little extra present if he has to be. Yes. Really. How appropriate that that he's going to walk in on his birthday. Yes.
His birthday's on the
Yes.
14th?
Happy birthday. Put your hands out. Put these cuffs on.
The 14th is Wednesday.
It's the 14th is Wednesday?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
so the day
his
before.
birthday bubble.
Yeah, it's the day
Sorry.
after his birthday he'll be.
Okay, the
He'll
day
be
before
around.
his birthday, even better.
Yeah,
That'll fuck his
late
shit
birthday
up.
present, whatever.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'll fuck his birthday up. You're right. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. When he hears he's going to go to jail.
Oh, Jeff Curry's birthday is the same as Ronald Reagan. Well, damn, that's damn near as bad. Damn, almost.
This is going to, mate. This is going to heal America so much. You know, this is good for the healing of the country. I think that people's attitudes are going to be improved, and
You
see
have to
more
rip the
smiley
fucking
faces
Band-Aid
around.
off, man. We can't let this go on because if he is allowed to get away with this shit, what does that say about future presidents? They can get away with anything. So we nip this shit in the bud. We get
out there trying to make his moves.
Yeah.
Well, what's he
and
doing?
the rest of them will too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, DeSantis is gone from defending Trump to semi-bagging. Within a couple of weeks, they'll all be kicking his ass.
I forgot to hit any.
They'll all be trying to win the honest American. And there's going to be some of the MAGA people who are on the border are going to say, we're done. You know, he's fucked. We're out of here. So it's going to hurt him in many ways, not just on his birthday.
Not just on his birthday.
I mean, apparently Truth Social's gone down the gurgle as well. Then the shareholders are not happy.
To begin with.
Yeah, I didn't think, Truth Social. Come on, man. The first word right there just blows it out of the water. Truth, my ass. Get out of here. Yeah, it never did go anywhere. It won't go anywhere, and it's going to have a slow demise, and I'm happy about that. Anyway, I guess we're going to wrap it up for the evening. I do have to go visit my wife at some point, and I want to say thank you to everybody for not only tonight, but for almost 7 years of this shit. This family has grown. This family has encompassed so many people, and I'm so thankful for it. But it's been a long journey, and a lot of us are just tired of this shit. We want it over. We want a reason to celebrate. So
need a reprieve.
We need a reprieve. So today, let's all take a little breather, a little smile, go to bed with. I just had enough brandy to put that buzz up there. That's doing good. Yep. I'll sleep good tonight with a smile on my face, and I hope you do too. Anyway, Johnny Fly.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it tremendously.
I appreciate you having me come in.
Yeah, well, the celebration isn't done. We're going to be back here on, what is today? Thursday. We got to go through Beer and Bud Friday. We'll be back here Sunday right before the big Tuesday reveal. It'll be a great time between now and then. Anyway, brother, thank you for coming in.
And a mechanic in the house.
Yeah, I hear they're working on something. Anyway, let me see. Let me get all this done. Joe.
I didn't do it.
Yes, you did. I'm a witness. I seen the whole thing. Call me into court. I'll testify. Yes, you did.
Well,
I've seen it. Joe,
will I get a pardon?
I'll be over there with the oak pretty soon. And I'll be bringing an empty jar with me.
There you go.
All right, brother. Love you for being here.
Catch you guys later.
Take care of yourself. All right, let me see. SC, I am so glad you stopped in, brother. I really am. I'm glad you're doing well.
I'm doing good. Well, like I say, I'm still here listening from time to time.
Because we miss you when you're not around.
And then when I seen the news going on, I figured I'd jump in to see how everybody was going to react to it. Even though at first it was like we were saying, it's Trump out there, how he's throwing the smoke out there, and stuff. But looks like it's happening. So good.
Stay tuned for the entertainment, brother.
Yeah, no shit. I'm just sitting there wondering if the DOJ is going to come out tonight with anything, or if it's going to be tomorrow. Because I was thinking earlier, because people were saying yesterday that it'll probably be Thursday. But you know how all this shit's going
It's only
down
9 o'clock out there.
But
It
you
can still
how
happen.
the shit's gone down over the years. Friday's always something. Cause remember back when something always happened on Friday?
Yeah.
Something always happened
Always
on
happens
Friday.
on Friday, so it can be buried on the weekend. So let's stay tuned tomorrow. Let's see what happens mañana. SC, come back and see us, brother.
I will do.
All right. Ed.
Yes, John.
Thank you, brother, for coming in. We appreciate the shit out of it.
Oh, and John, let's have a moment of silence for Pat Robson.
Okay, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's enough of that.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass.
It's good to hear from you.
Well, good, Ed. I'm glad you came in.
Good to hear from you, Aussie Dave. Oh, and by the way, we got that Bluey stage show coming to Savannah this summer.
There you
I
go.
know you're tired of Bluey Mania in Australia.
Ah.
Outstanding. Okay. Outstanding. All right, Tony Boyd.
Yep.
Tony, thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate the shit out of it.
Ain't no problem. I've been listening to y'all.
It's been a good day. It's been a pretty good day. Anyway, Tony, thank you for coming in. And of course, Aussie Dave, always a pleasure to see you in here, brother. Always a pleasure to hear from down under.
Yo, thank you, mate. I also want to ask you, Americans, where's Biden right now?
Doing his job, baby. Doing his
Where
job.
is he? Yeah, exactly. He's just trying to deal with someone for the country.
He met with somebody
where is
today.
Yeah.
Another world leader. I can't remember who right now.
Sukan or Sun
I heard
Nick
part of the speech,
Sun
but I can't remember what right now. What?
He's such a jet setter, I can't keep track of him.
Yeah.
Well, I just
Joe
wondered
guy,
if
he's
out
all
the
over the
country.
place.
I just wondered if he was out the country when this announcement's made. You know.
I think Joe's got a smile on his face tonight.
Yeah, but I think he'll stay quiet.
So.
Yeah. He's
So
not
is
going to say
Hillary
much.
Clinton. According to Bill Jones, Hillary Clinton's laughing.
I'm sure Hillary Clinton should be dancing in the freaking aisle with a champagne glass in her hand. And I hope she is. Anyway, Ozzy, come back, brother. This
Thank you,
story
Matt.
ain't over,
Thank you.
and we got much more to watch.
Oh yes, but now it's the popcorn and Coke.
Now that popcorn and tea for the main part. I throw in a little brandy, a little beer every once in a while. I'm doing fine.
Whatever you
I got
like.
a nice little shine right now going on. That brandy's good. And I want to say Janda Schindler sent me that. I want to say, but I can't.
I like champagne. I like to get my bottle of champagne.
Hey, family show here. Mr. Chick.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here tonight, darling. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. And what do the people have to do, John?
Well, they should, by all rights, reach down there and hit that button that's right down there. Like, share, and subscribe. Isn't that what you're saying? They should.
That's what I'm saying.
It's an easy task right there. Anybody could accomplish it. Man, you got your little mouse there. You could just click on that shit. The hand doesn't even hardly have to move. You might have to do it with your finger on a little pad there. Just move right around there and then click that shit. Anyway, thank you, Miss Chick. We appreciate it tremendously.
You're welcome. And Adina, honey, love ya.
Indeed, baby. You're in our mind
Yes,
tonight.
Adina.
It's in my
Yeah,
heart.
I heard that earlier.
I did not know that story would reach out and touch the Blue Dot family, but indeed it did. And so y'all keep her in your heart and her family, and keep the fight up. That's the best thing we could do for them, is keep the fight up. We carry on, baby.
Yeah.
Bernadette.
Yes, sir.
Love you, baby. What?
Hey, you know what?
What?
I love this family. We're excited about this. This is going to be an exciting weekend all the way through midweek next week when this shit gets started. Let's see how this goes out. Keep your ears tuned and stay woke, family. And Adina, you are in my heart, my love. Okay.
Indeed. Stay there for a while, baby. For a while. We're going to be right there with you, Adina. Take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And come back in here anytime. Because you know you have a family here that loves you, baby, and we'll show it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I love y'all for being here. Thank you. It is a good day, over and all. We have serious issues to face in this country. Heartbreak every day,
Yes,
as
we
in
do.
Adina's family. We see it in the news. We watch it every day. So the best thing we can do
And
is
you know
to
what,
stay
John?
on the fight. What's that, baby?
It truly is a damn shame that we have to indict a former
It is
president.
indeed. It is indeed.
That is nothing
But it's
to
what
snicker
we
at,
must
you guys.
do to uphold
It
the
is
laws
what
of
we
this
must
country. That's
do.
right.
Absolutely, because we are a nation of laws.
And as
Well,
old
no
Bat
one
with
is
two
above
cats
demands
says, proud to be woke, baby. I don't want to be asleep.
Justice demands it, John.
It does.
And
Our
serving your
laws
fellows amongst
demand
the
it.
world.
Our laws demand it. So as Mike Pence put it, no man is above the law. So, let's take Mike Pence's word. Let's see. Let's see. All right. I love y'all. Y'all say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night,
Blue Dots.
everybody.
We love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all those names going by. Support this show every month. I appreciate you so much. Those who donated a la carte, you keep this show alive, baby. You keep the bills paid. I appreciate it tremendously. Y'all have a good night.